Well, hello friends and welcome back to my channel. I'm Renee and I got another huge pork loin that I got on sale from my local butcher. And I thought, you know what, I did cut I cut about 6 pork chops off in it and made them the other day. But the rest, I just cut it in half. I butterflied one half already because I'm going to show you how I pound that down. And then I'll butterfly the other one and show you how I do that because it's really easy. And then one we're going to stuff with some doctored up stovetop stuffing, which is my favorite. And the other one we're going to stuff with wild rice and Swiss cheese. So with that being said, let's get busy with this because we've got to saute some onions and celery and doctor up our stovetop stuffing. And right here, I'm going to put this right back on this burner here. I've got a cup and a half. I've got it according to the package directions. A cup and a half of water and 4 tablespoons of butter. So that's going to be good. And then I'm going to take a little bit of olive oil and put it in my cast iron pan because this is what we're going to saute the onions and celery in to mix in with the stuffing. Okay, so right here I've got my celery. I'm just going to cut that in 3 little pieces. And we're going to go through and we're going to chop this up. Not really big, not too small. Nice pieces. Okay, so we got that chopped up. We're going to set that right on the edge of this cutting board, making a mess. Okay, now I'm going to use probably half of this onion. And I got my garbage bowl right there. Okay. Same with the onion. I'm just going to dice it fairly small. We're going to get these sauteing. This is ready. You get that all in there. And now, we're going to turn that rear burner off because our stuffing is ready to go in there. And we're going to just do like it says. Turn this down a little bit. We're going to give that a little bit of a mix. Take that right off the heat. And leave that right there with the burner on until we're ready. We're only going to saute for a few minutes. And I'm going to season them up. With a little salt and pepper, and that's all I'm going to do. Because the stuffing is already seasoned. So I got that turned out. So while those are seasoning up, I'm going to grab my pork loins out of my fridge. Those are beauties. All right, that's good. Okay, now these look pretty good too. I just want them sauteed up a little. I don't want them fully cooked. They don't need to be because they'll cook inside that pork loin. Put that right in my stuffing. Beautiful. All right, we'll set that in the back burner there. Put that in the sink. I'm going to get my fork out here and mix the stuffing up. Beautiful. Okay, that's going to go inside one of the pork loins. So put that lid on, get that over there, and I'll meet you at this table. Okay. This is not as hard as people think it is. Some people don't know exactly where to begin. Actually, I'm going to save this because I am going to put a layer of plastic wrap over the top of my pork loin. Now this one, I butterflied. I will show you how we butterfly this one. Very easy. You're going to go along, let's see, we're going to do from this side, along the top third. And you're just going to start cutting that. But you're not going to cut it all the way through. Make sure you don't cut it all the way through. See, and it's going to open up just like a book, just like that. There we go. Now this side, you're going to go just like so, and you're going to cut the middle just like a book on this side. Okay. Okay. Now I got that. That's how you lay it flat. Okay. I don't need this anymore. I'm going to get this all together, and then I'm going to have to shut the camera off because this is going to be loud. Because I'm going to pound this a little flat with my Big Daddy meat pounder. And then you just pound it until it flattens out. But I'm not going to do it because it's going to be extremely loud. Ta-da! It's a lot thinner. Okay, now I want to get, before I get my hands dirty, I want to get my string and my scissors to tie this. I'll show you how easy these are to tie too. My mother used to make these all the time, and she's the one who taught me. We're going to let that cool a little bit. We're going to stuff this one with rice and my Swiss cheese. So hang on. I made my rice last night, so it was already cooked. And that way I don't have to work with it hot. But I really couldn't do that with the stuffing because then it would have been, I wanted that fresh. Okay, so all I'm going to do here, you can see me okay. Let me move this over here. Then you get a good picture of this. I'm just going to take, and I'm going to spread this around. Not a real thick layer, because you want to be able to roll it. So a nice thin layer. Get it all spread around in there. If your rice is cold, just break it up a little. really have to put any seasonings on this other than a little salt and pepper because this rice is seasoned pretty good. This is wild rice I'm using, so it's seasoned really good. But I am going to put, I'm not going to put any salt on there, but I am going to put a little bit of pepper. Because my family loves that. You know what? I probably ought to put a little smidgen of salt on there. So we'll put a little bit. Alright. So now with this, I'm going to turn this way, so I can roll this easy. And you just want to start rolling it. And yes, some of it might fall out of there. That's okay. Alright, I want it that way. Beautiful. I'm going to tuck this back in there the best that I can. Perfect. Alright, this is going to get turned this way. Okay. So with this string, you want to make sure that you're going to have more than enough to go all around it, twirling it, and come back. So I'm going to make sure I got a lot. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to take and keep this up here. I don't want that on the floor. I'm going to take my butcher twine. I'm going to slide it right under this pork. Right under the pork loin. Okay. And then I'm going to tie, I'm going to twirl it once and twice. I'm going to tie that down, and then I'm going to tie it one more time. Turn it, twist it, tie it one more time. Okay? And then I'm going to twirl my hand, because this is going to go back under here. There we go. Same thing again. Twist it around, take it up under there, and bring it to the back. Okay. Same thing again. Twist it and bring it down. Pull it tight. Do one more time to get that end. Okay, you got that end, so we're going to flip this over. We're going to bring this up. And all these ends are tied, so we're going to weave it under there. I don't know if this is the proper way to do this, but this is the way my mother taught me. Okay, and then you're going to get back here. You're going to go ahead and you're going to tie it again, just like you did your first butcher's knot. Twirl it twice. Pull it, and then tie it off. And there you have your tied pork loin, tied and stuffed pork loin. So for right now, I'm going to set that in there. Okay. You know what? I forgot my Swiss cheese. How do you like that? Oh well, that's all right. No big deal. Might have been too much inside of there to roll anyway. I went ahead, that butcher, or that thing drives me nuts. I went ahead and I sanitized this table. So I'm putting my food right on this table. It's absolutely fine. That meat thing, the chopping board makes me crazy. All right, I'm going to go ahead. I've got to turn the camera off because I got to pound this one down. And it's just way too loud. Okay, friends. We got that. I can use this spoon from my rice. No sense in dirtying a whole nother pan. I am going to put a little pepper on that though. And a little bit of salt. Beautiful. There we go. These make wonderful freezer meals. We're going to go ahead and we're going to start stuffing this. And it's not going to take much to stuff this at all. I could never come anywhere near what my mother used to make. Hers were just fabulous. She made the best stuffed pork loin I think I've ever had in my life. And she stuffed them all with different things. The stuffing, only she'd make her own stuffing, her own homemade stuffing. And she'd do the wild rice. And she wouldn't put any cheese in hers, though. I like the wild rice and cheese. But she'd stuff it with spinach and, oh my God, everything you could imagine she would stuff it with. All right, we're going to go ahead and start rolling this up as tight as we can. Pull it to me. Put that in there. All right. Okay, now I'm going to wash my hands off again. Once again. Stay up there. Okay. I want this longer. I'm going to wrap this twice, twist it twice, pull nice and tight, twist it again, and tie your knot. Beautiful. Okay, so now I'm going to keep that right here for right now. Just tuck that in there. Nice and tight. Okay. I should have put this in a bowl so I wouldn't have got it all knotted up. But you know what I'm going to do? Because it's just life. I'm going to untangle this. There we go. And we're just going to set this right inside this tray. And that's perfect. Okay. I'm going to fill this up, fold this up under here. Okay. One more time. Keep right on the going. All the way to that end. Once we get down to that end, we're going to stuff this all back in there because my table is clean. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to flip this over. Bring this right here. And right here, we're going to start this one right here. And this is going to be like sewing. I think this takes the longest. And if y'all out there are a professional butcher, don't laugh at me, it works. I'm not professional, but I can get the job done. And it works. Might not be the way I'm supposed to get her done, but it works. Okay, I think we can cut. Safely cut. That big wad off there. And finish this up. Okay, flip it back over to the front. We're going to go right back up here with this one. And same thing, we're going to twist it twice. Tie it off. Twist it again. And tie it. And there is our pork loin. Beautiful. I guess I can't wash my hands quite yet. Now that is beautiful. And there's our 2 pork loins. Then I'm going to wrap up. Take a look at them. I'm going to wrap up and I'm going to get the one in the freezer. The other one I'm going to cook tomorrow, so that one's going to stay right in the refrigerator. But there you have it. That's how easy these are to put together. Now, I will see you tomorrow when we bake this one off, and you'll see how it turns out, because it's going to be our Sunday dinner. Okay, friends, we're ready to put this in there. We're done with putting our groceries away. This is simply gorgeous. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put, these are potatoes from my garden. These I've already washed. They're all ready to go in. But they're gorgeous. No sprouts on them, no nothing. I couldn't believe how nice they turned out. We're just going to line these around here. Because this is, I'm going to cook this at 400, just like my mother did. At 400 for about the first half an hour. And then she always turned it down to about 325, and she just slow cooked it. And it was always absolutely divine. So I want to put an onion in there. So let's see, we'll just use this right here for my garbage bowl. But I am going to put an onion in there. Even though my husband don't eat them, I love them. Got to have an onion. And I'll just cut it in half and it'll come on. There, that maybe. There we go. I'll just cut it in half and leave it right in half in the pan. It'll cook up nice. Right there. Okay. Now I am going to do what my mother did. She always would put a little bit of water in the bottom of her pan. So that's what I'm going to do. About a half a cup. Okay. This is going to go back on here. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, I got to have some pepper on top. And a little bit of salt, say. Actually, we'll use these. Should probably put garlic on there too. We'll do a little bit of salt on there. A little bit of pepper. Ooh, beautiful. A little bit more pepper. A little bit more pepper. And I'm going to get garlic because I want a little garlic powder on the top of this. Well, I decided rosemary too, because rosemary and pork go together like peanut butter and jelly. So I got a little bit of garlic on there. I'll put a little out. If it was summertime, I'd have fresh rosemary going on here. But this is all right. This will work too. All right, that's all I'm going to put on there. Beautiful. I'm going to cover this up. Isn't that gorgeous? And this is going to go in the oven because the oven is ready. And I will see you guys in about 2 hours or so when this is done. While our pork loin's cooking, I had a company reach out to me. They must have seen my video of everybody asking me what that smoke was behind me rolling out from my door. They thought my wall was on fire. It was funny. That's a humidifier. I have such bad allergies. I always use a humidifier. And it's a godsend for me. I've got one. I need a whole house humidifier. That would probably be the best thing for me. But I've got one in just about every room right now. I've got three of them, I believe. Yeah, 3 of them. Well, this company reached out to me and asked me if I would like to review their humidifier. And I said, absolutely. I'm always in the business for a new, bigger, better humidifier. We'll see. Now, normally, I wouldn't have taken this out of the box, but you can see here, the box was damaged, and I was so afraid that it was going to be cracked. So I had to open it up before I did the review, just in case. Anyway, this is a Morento, and I'm sure you all know about humidifiers. This is a nice one, though. And I know it's going to be a nice one. They give you little notes here. But anyway, this has a remote control with it. I'll turn it around here so you can see the front. And it's got a pretty big tank to it. And we'll find out. Because it gives us a real nice user manual. I'm excited to see how this works. I mean, I can't tell you because I haven't used it yet. And it would take a couple days. But it even has everything. And all these parts come That's the most important thing to me, is that all the parts come out so I can wash it really good. Because otherwise, that's just not good. Now this comes off here, I thought. Maybe not. This comes off. This part, even though that doesn't come off, that can be washed real easy. This comes off, and you can clean everything underneath there. This little filter in here, you just turn it counterclockwise. That comes off. You can wash everything. I wash it. I always soak everything in a little bit of bleachy water. I know. They probably say, oh, don't do that. But I do. That's how I assure my stuff is clean. So, it's got all that. It's on this part. It also has an infuser. An oil, if I can get it. Oh, there it is. An oil infuser, so you can put your little oils down in there. I love that. Because when my grandbabies are sick, or anybody in my house is sick, I always use a little eucalyptus oil. And it helps them. Well, maybe I can get that in there. Maybe I can't. There we go. Nope. We don't have it. Get in there. There we got it. All right. Now this part, on my other ones, I have, you know, your little float. This little float comes off. I love it. You can clean it. The other ones that I have, the float doesn't come off. So you can clean it and it goes back in real easy. So all these parts are good and cleanable. And that's what I like. So with that being said, we're going to fire this baby up. And I'm going to fill it up and we're going to see how it does. And I use regular tap water in mine. I don't buy distilled water. I've had one humidifier that I've had for 5 years, and I use tap water in it. I clean my humidifiers every week. Nothing ever gets, they still all look brand new. Nothing ever gets scale. I don't get lime scale on them or anything like that either. So, I don't know how big of a tank this is, but I think it's a 4 liter, 4.5 liter. I don't know. We'll find out because we're going to dump this in here. Definitely more than a gallon. Oh, this will be great. Oh, it'll tell us. It should tell me in here. This has everything in here. All your instructions on how to put it together, wash it. Hang on, because it talks about hard water in there. My other ones, I just soak with vinegar. I think that should be good enough. We're going to turn this on. And this rotates around any way you want it to go. Okay, hang on here. I'm going to plug this in. Oh, I'm excited to try this puppy out. Maybe. There we go. Oh, hear it? It says I'm here, I'm on. Okay, and there's a little, oh look at it's, I love that mist. I love that. This is a cool mist one. We're going to point it that way. Now you can set the humidity level on it. But where does it say right here? It says hard water and white dust. High mineral content in your water, also known as hard water, may cause a white mineral residue to accumulate on the surface of the room near the humidifier. On the surfaces of the room near the humidifier. This mineral residue is commonly referred to as white dust. Yes, I got it on my dresser. I just keep washing it off with vinegar. The higher the mineral content, the higher the hardness of your water, the greater the potential that the ultrasonic humidifier may produce white dust. White dust is not a result of a defect or flaw in the humidifier. It is a result of the amount of minerals suspended in the water you are using. To keep your humidifier running efficiently, clean it regularly, weekly. That's what I do. I clean mine every week. All maintenance should be done on the kitchen and bathroom. Okay, yeah, clean it in your kitchen sink. I clean it with hot soapy water, and then I soak it in a little bit of bleachy water or vinegar. It tells you how to clean everything in here. Yeah, and then it's got a troubleshoot. It's got a troubleshoot with everything. So this is going to be kind of neat. It's a 4.5 liter tank. That's a nice size one. Okay, now this. We're gonna see if this works. Oh man, I could lay in bed and turn it on and off. I love it. All right, pull that out of there. We got cleaning stuff with it too to get down in the nitty-gritty spots. That's nice to have. Oh, it's got a sleep. I'm gonna show this to you. Let's see. We got to make sure we can get that. If you can see that. Maybe I should hold it back a little bit. It's got all your buttons on there. Your sleep, your light. See, we can turn the light. Maybe. I guess you got to be smarter than your equipment, huh? Oh, that works. Okay. And it's got a timer. You can time it. What is this? Oh, that sets the humidity. You watch this. That sets the humidity level on it. This one, if you can see that, it shuts it off. Or puts it on sleep mode, so it's still working, but the lights won't bother you. But we're going to turn those lights on. I don't know what this is. Oh, this is... that. See, watch this. Watch the steam. That's see, it's barely coming out of there. 1, 3. See how thick? I always keep mine like that. Oh, this is nice. Absolutely. Look at that. I like that. There should be... maybe it's down on here. You can do... oh, no, you can't turn the light off on it. But you can do sleep so that you don't see none of the lights. Perfect. I'm going to like this, friends. I'm going to put a link to this, and it also gives you a little note thing here to, yeah, it reminds you to clean it once a week and use white vinegar in it, scrub it lightly with soap and water, and the quick guide, the power button, and it's got a mist button, I showed you that, a timer set for 0, 2, 4, or 8 hours, and it'll shut off. Constant humidity button, select a suitable humidity level between 40 and 80% relative humidity. Perfect. Yes, this is nice. This is set at 30. Well, it's going to go up a little higher than that because my house is dry, especially in the wintertime. I wake up and my ears are plugged. My whole head's plugged up. And my eyes are watering and I can't take it. I got allergies. And any of you out there who have allergies, you know what I'm talking about. Besides, this is a cool mist, so bacteria won't breed with it. Beautiful. That is the greatest thing. I like that. And it's nice. It doesn't look big and gaudy, and it's nice and clean. We're going to turn this up if we can. There we go. Not going to let me? No, no. It stays right there at 33. So, I'm going to set this out in one of my rooms, and I'm going to let that go. The only place I don't put a humidifier is in my pantry. So, I will put a link to this. And I'm going to get a hold of the company and see if they're offering a discount for anybody who might be interested in this. And if they are, I'll put a code to that down there. So I'm not shoving it down anybody's throat. I'm just going to, you know, I'm going to review this for them. And I'll tell you in a few days how this works. But I'm sure it's going to work nice. Yeah, I love them. I love a humidifier. So anyway, that's that. Pork loin's cooking. And I will be back when that's done. It's all done. It is between 145 and some spots are 170, like the end pieces. But it's done and it's beautiful. And I'm hoping that it's not dry and it will be good. I'm going to cut this string. There. And we're going to cut into this and give Mr. Wayne a some. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? That is gorgeous. Yeah, he'll eat 2 slices. Give him some of that. Beautiful, friends. That turned out wonderful. The other one is froze solid in the freezer. And I'm going to save that one for, oh my gosh, look at this. There we go. I'll pull that. Get on there. Okay. Maybe. This ain't going to work. There we go. Oh my goodness sakes. Come on. There we go. We got it. I'm going to save the other one for Easter. We've got the potatoes here, and I've got my little piece of onion. So there you have it, friends. That really is how easy it is to put one together. Tying it is a whole nother ball game. But tie it up any way you can, just as long as it holds it together. Cooking it, wonderful. This cooked for just under 2 hours, and it cooked slow. I had it at 400, and I turned it down to like 325, 330, and then I just slow cooked it, and it's wonderful. So there you have it, friends. Thanks for hanging out with me in the kitchen, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. And thanks for watching.